upgrades.
Samuel Leggett, JVS Media Productions. What's going on, Andrew? What's going on, Deon?
What's up? What's up?
Man?
Hey, man, I'm thankful for you guys being here. I'm going to go ahead and just for time's sake, ask you guys my questions individually, and I'll let you guys answer if that works for you guys.
Yeah.
Andrew, you first. I've been following you for a while, back in the Vine days, and just seeing your career progress, being in films like Greenland and, of course, Deon's Meet the Blacks. I mean, it's just inspiring to see your career progress. In terms of your character, Benny, based on what I've seen, he's dealing with a lot of terror and pure anxiety. But for you as an actor, what are the things in roles that kind of challenge you? And then what was one of the things that with this character, Benny, that was like, okay, this is a different stretch for you as well. And then for you, Deon, you've made, of course, this with Andrew before in Meet the Blacks, but you got a wide range of different genre films, personally, that I've seen. And so it's kind of like you got a huge cast this time around. What was it about the genre of like supernatural horror or psychological that you wanted to approach with fear? I'll let you guys go.
Yeah, real quickly on my end, yeah, I've worked with Deon in a bunch of in comedies, and for us to do this drama here in this horror film, I had to tap into a different type of element, and it takes a special director to be able to pull a comedian to be able to draw those performances out. And that's a shout out to Deon and what he does. And not only doing that, to let us to bring a group together to film during a time where we're all not sure what was happening. We filmed during the pandemic. And there were no rules then. We were making up the rules as we went along, testing every day, doing the antibodies, doing all of that, keeping the I think at the time it was either 6 feet or 12 feet, and as time progressed, it like got closer and closer. So yeah, it was definitely a wild experience, a crazy experience I've had filmmaking, and it shows on film because we weren't just scared on camera, we were scared in real life.
Imagine.
Yeah, I would just add, I mean, for my question, man, first off, BACH, yeah, we have worked together in two previous films, which were comedies, which were very fun for me to make. But this movie is by far a different level of movie, a different intent of film that we put together. And yeah, man, my whole thing is I've always told people, I said, man, when I'm done making films, I'm sure someone will step in and then they'll understand what I was doing and what I was building. Sometimes people can't see when they're right up on it. You have to let people have time to understand the process. I don't know what's guiding me to be the filmmaker that I am. It's been a very hard road for me. But when you think about the body of work, and I think about Supremacy with Mahershala Ali and Danny Glover, when I think about Black and Blue with Naomi Harris and Tyrese, when I think about Traffic with Paula Patton and how that was seen, and people were like, why do you make a movie about trafficking when that wasn't even hot at the time? People weren't even talking about trafficking with Black people. I just sit back and be like, yeah, all right, they'll figure it out soon. Fear is one of those movies for me, man. It's a moment in time that as an artist, I wanted to paint a canvas of and let people see how I was feeling, and what I was feeling is something that's manifesting inside of all of us. And I think it's going to resonate with everybody in a very real way, because what we're not discussing is what we're afraid of. What we're not discussing is when people talk about racism, they don't understand that the basis of racism is fear. At the basis of failure is fear. At the basis of you not making it to the next level is fear. So I wanted to do something, man, that I thought was unconventional, which is what I am as a filmmaker. I wanted to take this message and put it inside of a horror film. And it's interesting, man, because we were talking about Get Out earlier, and I was like, man, it's dope because just naturally Jordan Peele put that message inside of a horror movie based on the fact that he knows you can conceptually go there and have a good time and feel it. Well, fear is in that same wheelhouse in terms of me conceptually going like, yo, here's something I want you to feel. Here's something I want to say, but I'm going to put it in this format so you can really understand what it does to you. And the reality is, if you allow fear to manifest, it will kill you. Period. Whatever the mind can project, be it good or bad, it has the ability to either propel you to higher levels that you've never been in your life, or it can ground you and have you die a slow death. That's the power of the mind. So when we made fear, man, we wanted to say something, man, and we wanted to build that, and I wanted to be that person like, yo, this is what I felt during this moment. And what's crazy is a long time ago, Marvin Gaye wrote a song called What's Going On? And people at the time, very early on, questioned, like, what is it? What is this song? And today, it's a reflection of a moment. So for me, in terms of my wheelhouse of filmmaking, what I'm asking critics and people that screen the film to understand is, we made this movie outside of any studio. We made this movie by ourselves. We made this movie with our own money. But more importantly, look at the message of what the film is saying, and look at the levels that we hit in this movie. When you think about, at that time, people were trying to shoot movies on Zoom. We physically got in front of each other and was like, no, we're going to defy the odds and we're going to make this. So I'm hoping when you see it, I know you're going to really like it a lot, man. It's so fun. It's so crazy. But I really want, when the last frame of the movie happens, I want you to be like, okay, this motherfucker hit it. You know what I mean? I want you to be like, yo, he got it this time. You know what I mean? And it's also why we got Summer Walker to do the single for the movie. You know what I mean? After she felt it, her and Sean Garrett, they was like, yo, we got a right to this. And it's just a whole energy around it, man. So I'm very excited for you and the whole Black Real organization and crew to check the film out and really, man, just see the work.
Man, thank you both. That was amazing. Good luck, and I'm excited to check it out. Thanks, you guys.
Thank you so much, brother.
Filing out the top of the I can see the skyline, 50 mile radius on my timeline. Ain't nothing on my mind. Oh, Lord.